presents significant export potential. However, problems such as access to financing, government debt remain key constraints. Additionally, the competitive pressures from neighboring countries and the geopolitical tensions pose challenges to Ghana's trade challenges. It is 1 year since John Mahama took office, and to help us assess the opportunities and challenges faced by importers and exporters is Samson Asaki Awingobit, who is the Executive Secretary of the Exporters and Importers Association of Ghana. Good morning, Samson, and I'll shout out to you.
Thank you very much. I catch you on. I station. I Ghana for station.
So we can say,
in fact, I say I catch you Ghana for TV because look at the People Station, GTV.
The nation's station.
Just a government vote.
Yes.
But I do how you say
Don't worry, we'll give the opportunity to do adult education in account later. Don't worry.
Let me say a very big good morning to your cherished viewers and listeners, and to your good selves and your producers and the management, the top management of GBC. I guess met Akosika Akwe, very renowned journalist, senior journalist in this country during their days. They used to. So she has worked hard.
They still have it,
and I'm happy that she has risen to that level of her management. It is always good to grow internal person from the grassroots to where, so when you sit there, you understand what the feel of the workers are, and then you be able to provide solutions and policies to benefit your workers. And I think the president was here sometime this week. Was it last week?
Last week Thursday.
Yeah, to visit you people, and I'm sure you people have gotten your Christmas package. Anyway, thank you for having me this morning.
We have. We have. It's on the way.
Okay.
Mr. President, good morning.
Yes. How are your producer? Yes. So I must say, it's good. 1 year so far, so good in the new government. President Mahama has done extremely well. Not only him, because he has a team that he works with. But you see, when there's a problem, as you said, the backstop goes to him. So just like when he went to his office on the New Year, after resuming New Year, he told his workers that, look, you are the people cooking, but I am only serving. And so they see me in the face, and that is the truth of the matter.
Just before we go to what the government has done, perhaps, for the industry, before we begin, let's get an overview of how importers and exporters help promote Ghana's trade.
Yeah, that's what I was driving at. Because if you don't have a good policies, then business community cannot tap into it to flourish or to do business, isn't it? So that's the premise I was trying to begin. But having said that, I must say that I bring you a very big greetings from the importers and exporters in the country. 2025 was a very good year for us. When you ask of, we feel happy when we export our goods and then we sell, and by 90 days we are repatriating our proceeds back into the country, so that the country doesn't say that we are run out of dollars, the hard currencies, and so we cannot get some to give BDCs to go and bring crude oil for oil refinery, which is about to start processing, or we cannot get money, dollars to give to BDCs to go and bring finished products, so that if you and I will go to the pump and get fuel available at lower cost to buy. What we do, what the importers do, and what the exporters do, complement, and which we are selling Ghana when we take Ghanaian produce out of this country to sell to the rest of the world. And that is how we are also contributing to the socio-economic development of our country. If you ask me, this is what I want to say.
So this one here, has perhaps the change in government affected your operations?
Yes, sometimes change of government do affect. You remember when the new government took over 7th January 2025, the dollar was around 14 to 15 cedis to the cedis, $1. And fast forward, they presented their budget in 2025, March 1st, 21st, thereabout, and by April, they were able to stabilize the cedi, and so the dollar went as far as at the port. We were using 13 cedis in calculating duty, but by April, it came to 10.2 for a very long time to August. So we could see that people who were paying like 300,000 Ghana to clear a car came down drastically. People who were paying, let's say, 400,000 or 500,000 came down drastically. And that is why we heard the president himself say that, they thought when they stabilized the cedi, against the dollar, and more goods are coming, the GRO would have made more revenue, but they realized that the revenues are dwindling. You remember President Mahama even said it. So I have to come out to explain that it's not true. The reality is that, not that it's not true, it's true, But the reality is that the when we were using 14 series or 13 series in calculating, we nearly had stampede in our market because people crowded, people trooped in to buy goods and food. And of course, if it's Christmas time, they are not buying cars, peppers. As my people from Abuja said, they didn't mix this. They didn't mix this because people's attention was to buy clothing for their children, to buy sandals, to buy food stuff.
Essential stuff.
Exactly. So Christmas period, definitely you see a switch of the market, and it might not go in that some other way. So the stability was the reason why. But the effort import it really quadrupled. The volume came in huge numbers, but because of the serious stability from April all the way to August, then from August to September we saw some skirmishes. That was where the Bank of Ghana has to come in here, where the Bank of Ghana realized that no, people go to the bank to unduly overdraw because they were waiting to see how come that from 14 it didn't go to 15, it didn't go to 16, then it rather came to 10 and to 11, then it stayed there for long. So people go to the bank and then overdraw their dollars more than 100,000 plus, and the bank say no, you cannot come to the counter to, if you want it, then transfer.
How did that affect the market?
No, that was good. That was a good system to bring stability, and that is why we are still enjoying that stability. In as we speak now, dollar is not up to 13 cedis. Okay, so that is what we want. And as we speak now, it has never happened in the history of Ghana that November, December, October, November, December, we are looking for dollars, and dollar is still there in the market. No, that has never happened. It has never happened. So we give credit to the to the BOG, the Bank of Ghana management, Dr. Eshema and his team. We thank the Minister of Finance, and then we thank the Gold Board CEO. And that is why I said, President Mahama should give these three people special attention of special security. Because 1 year, they have not been, economic management team. And this guy be able to stabilize it in this way. Whilst we came to Christmas and ordinary workers are not crying, while we came to Christmas and business community are not saying that we put in our money to pay for our suppliers and we are not getting dollars, it's taking 3 weeks, it's taking 4 weeks. No. Things have been good, and if you go to the market, you could see quite clearly how robust the market is. If you go to the port, people continue to clear cargo at a lower rate because that's the reality of on
if Bank of Ghana hadn't come in and people were still withdrawing their money, what would have happened?
That means December you and I wouldn't have enjoyed the Christmas the way. This has been peaceful. You saw how there were peace in the system. From January to now, there's still peace. Stability is there. So Bank of Ghana have taken not only those who were withdrawing from the counter, but those who were also collecting tap, send, pay, and others who were collecting the dollars from Europe or US Naira instead of to bring the remittance to Ghana, and they were keeping it there. Then the Bank of Ghana say, okay, we block you. Then they have to start bringing, because if you call it remittance, it must hit our local market, our local banks in Ghana here, and that wasn't done. So the measures that the Bank of Ghana took, and then of course, if you want to withdraw fiscal cash, dollar, hard currency in your account, they say, okay, 5%.
Yeah.
So all these things make sure that the liquidity was within the bank for those who want
stability
to do normal transactions. Then they do. And of course, GRA too has been. We work so hard with GRA, and I want to encourage every consumer, if you go to the market there to buy goods from any shop, request for your VAT tax.
Okay.
Yes, request so that everybody must be tax compliant. When that is done, there will be much more revenue for the government to do whatever the government wants to do. The big push in other things, they are looking for money to do it. Yeah. Okay, so this current and now it is a claim. Okay, if you are able to do input and output, you'll be able to claim. So where you cannot, those that they've moved them from I think it used to be 3 something and then to now 750,000 to threshold.
200,000 to 750,000.
Yes, to threshold. So those people are all to do VAT and then claim. But those that cannot do, it becomes a cost to them. Okay, those that cannot do it's a cost to them. But for please keep your book. Okay, because you are going to claim now. At the point that you are not making claim, that's why if you don't do bookkeeping, they cannot come. They'll just come and take something. But now they want you to do your proper bookkeeping. So every month, if you make 1 sale, 1 unit of goods, please let your staff write it down. And I think we should even get computers to computerize. If you go to everywhere in the world, if you buy it, they enter into your computer. So that when GRA comes, they'll be able to see your daily sales, your weekly sales, easier for you. I mean, and then for purpose of your bank, if bank want to give you loan facility
loan
to do
for-
business,
yeah.
and they come, they see that, oh, in daily basis, in weekly basis, in monthly basis, these are your sales, these are your banking, and then if you go, I mean, you also do banking, is that not it? You go and do your banking, it will also help you when they want to give you, when to go to for, especially this women development bank that is coming to also help people. They want to see your, whether you are a trader, whether you are, please, if you go to the bank these days, please ask for your, I mean, if you go to the market to buy goods today, ask for your
Are these some of the
VAT
ways you help, the association helps its members to navigate trade in Ghana?
Exactly. To navigate to properly. So these are some of the things that I think at the port we want to know. And then the port is also doing 24-hour. So far, I mean, gone are the days that if my people used to, especially the free forwarder, will say that, okay, we've gone to shipping line by 5 p.m. They've closed, or by we went to Golden Jubilee by 4:50. Then the yard manager will say, oh, unless tomorrow we can't drop a container. Today, if you can pass your BOE, your bill of lading in the, I mean, your bill of entry in the morning, 10 p.m., 11 a.m., 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m. to clear your cargo.
Basically, it's
Golden Jubilee is working 24 hours. River container where we clear the frozen food is working 24 hours. You go to MPS, it's working 24 hours.
Yeah, PSC,
ICOMS
also working 24 hours.
Yeah, PS is good. Excuse me. ICOMS is very robust. ICOMS, the system that customs are using. It was the man of center, the data center, the third tier, is it the third tier or what they call third tier or so. And now at the month of October, November, they have done all the transfers and they have space to receive more data in the system. And so I have not been hearing for the past, during the Christmas, I have not heard any downtowns of the ICOMS. So customs are using the system to do the classification and violation and color duty. Let me state that there's a debate out there that people are trying to say that, oh, the people are trying to say that the smart port notes that the Shippers Authority, you heard that debate, Shippers Authority had issued, I think in the month of October, thereabout, or November, during the Christmas, and said the company will start implementing in February 1st. And people think that people are mistaken to say the truth there. There are two, and then people saying that, oh, by ICOMS is the system that are already collecting data, and then we can use ICOMS to track the cargo, and they are doing the same thing. So what SPN is coming to do is the same thing as ICOMS. Yesterday I took my time to explain what ICOMS is doing. ICOMS is providing through Ghana Link. They are providing a technical assistance to the customs, the software that the customs are using. Customs are using ICOMS to assess an importer through classification and evaluation, and then collect duty and fees and charges, fees and charges on behalf of the state. And so that is what customs are using, the system the customs are using. But that system does not tell the government of Ghana that a ship that is loading in China coming to your country, that the cargo that is leaving US and coming, so give certainty, data, as a country that we have trade facilitation, we need to have a data. And where I sit as executive secretary, all the time, students from University of Ghana Business School, or some students who are even doing international courses outside Ghana, reach out to me and say, we want data, Ghana data, we want export data, we want import data. And I can tell you, I'm not saying ICOMS is not credible. ICOMS is credible, but ICOMS, the data that you process on ICOMS is not the data that you can use to do budget planning. It's not the data that you can use to track to know that, oh, this cargo that is coming is weapon, so security, be alert. So even if you ask ICOMS themselves, they know. It is at the point of opening, clearing, when we are clearing the goods at the port, that they will not open the container before they will not. That's why most of the time you hear that they say customs intercepted something at the port.
Something. Just before we go on, you've mentioned it was a good year for importers, exporters.
Can you guys let me finish this because this is a hulu balu out there that it's a tropical topic that then can come to that. So what we are saying, ICOMS is a system that we are using in assessing. When the ship is coming to Ghana, the ship sent what we call shipping manifest, a document that like the cargo. When you go to aviation airport, when before the plane landed, it will send some document. It will send a document ahead to aviation authorities to know that this cargo that is coming has human beings, has that and that.
Well, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That the manifest sent, the ship sent that manifest to ICOM system to be sent, to be shared among maybe customs, Ghana Shippers Authority and others agencies. But in terms of to track to know what was coming, or to report to Ghana Securities or port authorities that prepare your port and wait for this cargo that is coming, that is not the work of the ICOMs. And so you cannot say ICOMs, what the SPN is coming to do is the same, or is going to be a duplication of what ICOMs do. And that's why I said government can sanction the SPN if they don't give us accurate data or information or intelligence of what is coming. But you can't go and arrest ICOM to say a container came to the port. We saw that they said it was tomatoes, but it ended up becoming weapons. You cannot hold ICOM for that, because ICOM is already providing a system that we can use to assess the data. The monitoring and that they are talking out there is when the ship leaves Japan, you have what we call bill of lading. As soon as the ship leaves, they give you an original bill of lading. You can go to the ICOMs and enter that original bill of lading to know where the ship stopped. Because when the ship leaves, it doesn't come to Ghana straight. Maybe it stop at Nigeria. Maybe it stop at South Africa.
So it's
the
like
rotation of the ship, yes, that ship. One on ICOMs you can see. Or if they assess your duty phase and you are an importer and your agent pick a phone and call you and say your duty is ready, bring me 300,000 to pay. You, the importer, you can ask your agent, give me the BOE number. When you go on ICOMs and you enter it, it will tell you all the tax component that you're supposed to pay to the state. So if it's not 300,000, the agent is asking for 300,000. So any agent who is not telling you the truth, any agent, because gone are days an agent can just call importer, bring 500,000, bring 5 billion, bring 6 billion. That's what they say. Or they say there's a sub collection. But today, with the help of the ICOMs, if this agent say your duty is ready, ask of your BOE number. Any agent who doesn't talk the truth will not give you the BOE number, because knows that immediately you give your BOE number and you go on your phone, it's a web-based. The ICOMs is a web-based. You Google ICOMs, you see BOE. Just enter the number there and press.
That's like bill of lading?
Bill of entry. We call it bill of entry.
Okay, bill of entry.
The bill of lading is what I said. If the ship leaves, maybe US or Japan is coming from, and you have your bill of lading, you have the number, you can go to ICOMs platform and Google ICOMs. You see BOA, you see BL number. Enter it there. You know that, oh, when my vessel left China, it went to America, or it came to Nigeria, or it stopped at Golden Jubilee, or
so at every given stage, you know what's
that
up.
You can see with ICOM, that is there. But in terms of security intelligence, to say no, this container is coming, put surveillance on it, is the work of the SPN. Not, you cannot go and catch or take ICOMs to court. Government or government cannot do that, because that is not the mandate. That is not the work of the ICOMs. No. So these are two different. So smart port note is this thing. It will give the country data. Minister of Trade doesn't have a data. Any students who want data for research purpose doesn't get it. World Bank, all the time, who want to quote Ghana trade data, we make reference to World Bank. Why should we be making reference to World Bank when we can have our own data sitting in Ghana here? So trade data is very good for budgeting, but data is good certainty for national security planning and also intelligence to know that what is coming to your port, what is leaving your port is what SPN is going to do. Then people say it's an AI, it's the truth there. It's not the truth there. The SPN is different from the truth there. The truth there is the AI.
Which one is the truth there?
The truth there is another component that the Minister of Finance made mention in his budget, where he said about $91 billion left this country, and when they queried the system, they realized that when they did the transfer on the IDF, you hear the Minister of Finance talking about IDF, that Ghanaians use the IDF to transfer money, about 91 billion Ghana cedis or 81 billion, in the name of importation. But when we look, the importation that came into the country, shortfall of 31 billion. So you'll be hearing the Minister of Finance talking about that there's a shortfall of 31 billion. What it means that the money that was sent in disguise to bring importations, 31 billion didn't come back in the form of importation. So meaning somebody has hid under importations to transfer monies in the form of money laundering or whatever out of this country. So that could be capital flight. And so you want to correct all these things. And I said, so people think that when we talk of the smart port note, it's the same thing as the truth. And I said, no. The SPN is different company coming. That's come to do data collection for government of Ghana. But for sure, the government of Ghana will not trade data. Then the truth there is about revenue. They are coming to do about revenue. And they are going to link to interface with ICOMS. Okay, they are going to interface with ICOMS. That was where I said, oh, but if it's about revenue leakages and other things, I think government of Ghana should rather give training and retraining to custom officers, because the system or the software that we are using in Ghana here on the ICOM system to calculate duty and assess importers and collect fees and charges and duty on behalf of the state is very robust. The platform is coming from South Korea or Korea, and we know that globally, Singapore, Korea, and others, they are the best companies when it comes to custom work, when it comes to revenue collection, when it comes to assessing importers and then collecting duty and fee. So send your staff, custom officers out to train and bring them back. The system is here, the architecture is here. That is the ICOM. But if government says that you want to bring a company called AI to come and support it for revenue mobilization, that's why I asked the government that, oh, but how did you get to pull the data? Where did you get the data from? Where did you get those IDF numbers from? Because it's sitting on our ICOMS platform. Now, as those who are listening to us, the IDF is what we use to transfer the money when we are going to buy goods from outside. So what I saw, I said we have two or three types of traders in this country. If you go to Harbour right now, you have importers who go to the port to clear frozen chicken. These importers have built trust with their suppliers, and their suppliers give them the goods untraded. So the goods has come to Ghana port, they have cleared it, they have sold it. So he has to transfer money to pay the supplier. But in transferring the money, you must attach the custom clearance document to show that the goods have arrived, I have cleared the goods, I've sold, and I'm going to pay you.
Are these the kind of challenges the import and export industry sees?
Absolutely. These are the challenges.
That's what you're talking
about. Yeah,
that's
what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So if you see money leaving and didn't come in the form of goods, then probably that person have received the cargo in advance, clear, sell, and then paying. But in paying, using the IDF to transfer, you must attach the custom documents that you clear from the port. The other leg is that some have gone by November, some have gone to sign all year round contract with the supplier. Maybe it's amounted to $100 million. The supplier say, okay, pay me in advance. So you send $100 million out using IDF to transfer. Then every month, they are going maybe 20 containers or 30 containers. There are companies like that in Tema that receive every month consistently 30 containers all year round till you pick all his BOEs till December to add up. You probably will see that Samson has sent $100 million out, but the goods that he has cleared so far, maybe from January to July, is $500,000. So where's the other million?
Would the SPN help to stop this?
No.
What seems to be like money laundering or something?
That SPN is not coming to do that.
Okay.
SPN is going to give trade data and intelligence to government.
If it's giving the trade data, I want to help to know exactly what's on the ships.
No, when you are transferring money out, we are not using SPN.
Oh, okay.
We are using ICOMS.
Okay.
If Samson Asake transfer money out to you, what's your name?
J.
Yeah,
J.
Okay,
Gabbard,
I've sent you $1 million. ICOMS themselves, they see that I use the idea to transfer $1 million to J. J is my supplier, you're supposed to give me goods. 3 months, 6 months, if they didn't see something as clearing goods on their system, ICOM themselves cannot block it. It is custom officer, because remember, they are tender provider. They are just supporting custom to do their work. So it's the custom officers or the GRA that have the right to say, Mr. Asake, we realize that you have transferred $1 million in the month of January. By April and May, we've still not seen goods coming. At least, 45 days, goods should. Yeah. Maybe by February ending or March, the goods should come back. So
what is happening?
So after 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, custom have my agent who transfer. They can even ask. The banks can also see. It's there. Nobody, you can't bypass the system and send it. And that is why the government, they deliver their mandate. We'll see. Or January to December. Like January to they go and create another IDF. Took money in the previous month to attach to.
Okay, but that's a reasonable explanation. Maybe they forget themselves and they use another IDF. That's a reasonable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that is why we are trying to educate people to know that it isn't that people deliberately. But I'm not saying the importers are saint. Probably there are one or two people who use the opportunity. They didn't know that they can be tracked. Okay. Now that they know that whatever you do on the ICOMS is recorded. Anybody who go to the ICOM system to do any ABC work, it is recorded. The time you enter, the time you came out, it is recorded. How we are getting it. So it's very robust. Give a dog a bad name and hang it, I disagree with it. But it's government policy that they want to bring through there. I am waiting to welcome them. We want to see the through there people come to tell us what exactly they are going to do. If only they will not come to increase the cost of doing business, because my people trying to say ICOM is not robust or SPN. SPN is coming to give data to Ministry of Trade and also Ghana Special Authority. So the students who are doing international
major challenges the importers and exporters are facing.
Well, if you ask me any other challenges that, because it depends of where I sit.
Okay.
Currently, if you have some hiccups of the system, it's when the system is down. Then I told you there was in the month of August, dollar was something else, but the Bank of Ghana put in acts together. But there maybe you will say maybe many people are coming to the port to clear.
Okay.
And that is why. And so anybody who, and I even advise people that in the daytime there's too much traffic on the system. Guess what? 9 p.m. when people close, then you two come to work. The system is free.
It's free.
That time
people are sleeping
traffic,
and all that.
Exactly. Then you can work. So if you are doing daytime and you see that the system is a machine. It's an I mean 8 p.m. 7 p.m. That's why we can go to the port 8 a.m., 8 p.m., 11 a.m., 11 p.m., 12 a.m., 1 a.m., and then you can clear. Okay. So far as I'm concerned now, the only challenge that is out there that we are discussing now is this SPN and then the AI that the government want to introduce.
The true
what is happening.
So how is the association working?
Above all, I want to use this opportunity to appeal to importers that if you go and bring your cargo, you are the only person who knows what you load into your container. When you get your agent, the agent who tell that I can do something for you. That's why all the time they call us thieves. That at the end of the day, declare knowing that the container that you have is 2,700 office called does not see, yes, CTSB, does not see at the time he's assessing you, did not see exactly what is in the container. So he's assessing you based on what your agent sent. But there's an officer, there's an officer, the field officer. When they now drop your container, that is why they now say short collection and they add penalties. So you see, an agent will call and say, they said the catches you short collection. We must bring 100 pieces in my container. It is LED TVs, televisions. It is laptops. It is mobile phones. I have 3 cars in the container, maybe plus 5 bags of rice, maybe 5 gallons of oil in it. You know, give him the packing list, the weighing bills, values, and the value is high. Come to us. That's why Important Exporters Association is there. That's why GUTA is there. That's why Trade Advocacy TAC is there. That's why Food and Beverage is there. You come to us and say, look, the values they are giving you, you have declared. The values they are giving you is not what. While we see your original document, we will go to custom or GRA and confront them and say, no. This value I give to this importer is way the person has declared. Okay. He did not hide. But if you go for any quack agent who will tell you I can do something for you, then you come back to court, they say, anybody who's important. If your car is costing you $100,000, say you bought your car $100,000. Yeah. If your car, and then we know, if you bring old car, you know that there's penalties. Bring Munu. If you bring Munu, the percentage is 5%. It's 5%.
But
there will be penalties. Okay. But when you bring brand new car, you know the value. I mean, you know the procedure custom use in calculating for
would you say when it comes to logistics, are there any key challenges that the association is facing? Logistics that the association works with?
We are talking logistics that the association has to do. Yeah. Of course, you can definitely we use resources to do our work. Yeah. We use money. This morning I wake up, I have to buy fuel to drive here, isn't it? So there's always challenges everywhere. But God being so good, 2025 has been a good year. We were able to use the limited resources that we have to work, and that is why you saw we went to Ghana Maritime Authority, we went to Ghana Port and Harbour Authority, we went to so many institutions, we went to Free Zone Board. We want to work collaboratively and advocate properly, and that is what I'm doing this morning. In fact, as I want to export more, now that we have a China market and we have the US market, we want Ghanaians to produce. Look, add value. If you were selling yam in the raw state, no. Go to your warehouses, get workers, let them peel it off, wash it neatly, package it. Because if you go to US and UK and the rest, They work so hard. When they get home, not now that he's going to pick yam to come and start peeling. But you want to open his fridge, pick it, open it, put it in water, dissolve the ice, and then put it to, just wash it and put it to a frying pan or cooking pan and start cooking. That one, the value will not be like if you send a raw state of yam.
Okay.
When they are buying, when you are sending your supplier in the US or in the African market or whatever, that we should pay the tariff. We are not going to pay the tariff. Yeah. China too, thank God President Mama and his team went there and they got China market for us. We can send our goods. We want to know some of the things that Chinese or China as a people of China need from Ghana. Then we will go out there to advocate for the people. So that if it is our chili pepper, we go and tell people from Adan area, grow more chili pepper. We go to the northern part, grow more chili pepper. Huh? So that if you go to China, they call it province. Okay, here we call it regions, and other places they call it states. So we look at each region and know what can we do. What do the Chinese need? What can each region?
Like
what are the capacity that they can and be a packager and be an exporter? So there must be a supply chain. Produce. Someone will come and buy from the farm, take it to the exporter. Exporter will also buy it, get someone to do the packaging for them, and at the end of the day, we want to do proper packaging so that our product will not get out and then they say no, it does not meet their criteria.
Okay,
so Ghana Export Promotion Authority, we are going to work collaboratively with them to advocate more, to know the market, where are the areas, the roads we go. If you do more export, we will bring more foreign. The other product that we are not producing here, for you and I to also patronize.
Okay, so when it comes to like small and medium-sized enterprises, how does the association help them when it comes to international trade?
Yes, so that's exactly what we are. I'm just telling you this morning. We visit. In fact, I do collaboration with FAGE, Ghanaian Federation of Ghanaian Exporters, to see what they can do. Because they have been in the system for a very long time, and they have been working closely with GEPA, so that when small and medium people come to me, I take them and say, please help them, mentor them. Let them know what exactly out there they need, so that you don't say I'm an exporter, then before you get your product get there, it's been blocked because you do not meet the criteria. So that is what my association has been doing to people. If you come to my office and talk to me, and I sit and I assess you, I say, okay, you need to go to FDA, you need to go to Standards Authority, you need to go to EPA, you need to do that, you need to go and see these people, you need this certificate, you need to go to Ghana Chamber of Commerce for certificate of origin. That is the kind of advice you need to go to. There's another institution under the Ministry of Trade called, they issue sanitary certificate to show that what you are sending is pesticides free, virus free, and whatever. So they also have to give you certain certificates. So that is the kind of thing. Or go to Ghana Export Promotion Authority. You have maybe some 6 weeks training. They will give you some certificate, the license to export. So this is what we've been doing to business community in this country. If you are watching out there and you want to join Importers and Exporters Association, just go on your phone, just go on your computer, Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana. Just Google. When you Google Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana or IEAG, it will take you to the website. You can register. You can pay your subscription fee. If you go, it's very, very interactive. It's not something that we are now going to somebody will be calling somebody for help. If you have challenges, there's numbers there. Just pick and call the office. My officers are there to help you. If you also want to, support the association with maybe, as you said, logistics, go on the website, Importers Association website. You will have my numbers. You guys call. Because sometimes when you put out, you see that these paparazzi people.
But when we are wrapping up the call, we'll give you a chance to just mention a number so that people can call you after the interview.
Exactly. Then you ask something again. You say, what did you ask about?
And I was going to ask about after, but it's like the time is fast spent and everything. So I just want to know, perhaps, what does the outlook look like if you want to look into the future? Especially
now that I'm told this year, where Gusitano is, they used the 1 year to do
I remember they launched the
underground proprietary. Yes, I was there, yes, to do the underground proprietary. So this year, 24-hour will not have any complaints to make. They have to kick off strictly. And I'm sure the Export Accelerated Development Committee that was put up by the president and some of us, I'm lucky enough, I was nominated and I'm in that committee. I hope this year there will be a meeting for us to really know what is going on and what we will do to support potential supporters and exporters and those who want to, and those who are already existing exporters, so that we'll all go out there to not just going outside the country to talk to people, but also going around the regions here to let people understand that this is your region, we have research, and we know that this is, you are capable of producing this. Look, if you go these days, we export coconut. You know that? Coconut, kube. We export coconut. We export palm oil. We export yam. We export even our okra is needed elsewhere. Okay, chili pepper, sito. So many, there are so many things that we need to hype it. We need to talk to the people. Ginger, dry ginger. When you farm ginger and you are able to grind it and dry it and package it, it's needed elsewhere. Okay, so we have a lot. We are blessed with the land. So it's going to be one of the brightened year that I think that we look forward to see a very fruitful. The way the government took off 2025, I'm sure this time around they have now settled. And if we said 2025 was good, then 2026 will be best. Then okay. 2027 will be good, better, best.
But so what do you have to say to those who feel perhaps it's like you mentioned chili pepper, palm, coconut that we all expect and feel it's capital intensive, so they're not going to venture into
advice. When you come out from school, or if you want to go into export, it shouldn't be only your own resources. Maybe 3, 4, 5 students come together. This is the country that I see one person want to do everything. One person wants to be a farmer, he wants to be a processor, he wants to be a distributor. But elsewhere, it's not like that. So you can come, that's why we don't build proper entrepreneurs in this country.
Okay.
So if you say you should count entrepreneurs in this country, 1 or 2 people are blessed.
The collaboration will help.
But if you come together, so if you go to China, they say China, people start businesses in their veranda, and it grew to become
multi-million dollar.
Now you and I, I'm sure your colleagues here, if one of them get jobs small or get business to do small, and the profits start coming, what they think is to go and buy a car. The next thing is to go and buy iPhone Pro Max. They don't know that is what you should have applied back to the business for it to grow. So you want to feel big, but you should know that you haven't gotten there. You are eating your own capital, and then you come back and say, "I lost. I went to bankrupt."
Instead of reinvesting,
your lifestyle should be checked. You have to control, grow. When you get to time that you have to enjoy, like Ibrahim Mama spend 100 a day. You and I can't challenge him. But you haven't gotten there. You want to live like him. It's a fake life.
It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that.
So it's like in your final words, your final summation.
So come together.
Yeah.
Put the result. If we bring 1,000 and I bring 1,000, we are 5. It's not 5,000. So 5,000 can do something, but my 1,000 cannot do anything. So and entrepreneurship, trust is there. Partnership this. Let's respect it. When they say the D says you cannot do this, it will be conflict of interest. Don't do it. Let's respect it. I hope you are getting the point. So I think going forward, we can come together. We can grow entrepreneurs, but one person cannot get. Let's come together. Let's develop the love to buy shares. Okay, let's buy shares. Let's contribute shares and grow and open the company and grow it together. Then we'll be good to go. This country, we can build millionaires, but because everybody wants to grow on his own corner, it doesn't work like that.
Just before you go, so it's AFTA here to help. Do you foresee any opportunities now that AFTA is around?
I think, first and foremost, AFTA is a good program. I respect it. But our heads of states doesn't help us. You come to heads of state meeting, we agree, you sign the treaty or whatever, or the agreement. Some will go to their country, some will not give the instrument to their custom officers to implement it. So moving within ourselves, it might be free movement of goods and services. Is that not it? So moving within ourselves, until now that some countries are now easing. The last time I went all the way to Ethiopia, went all the way to, yes, I didn't have visa. I went. Okay, I got to Cambodia, I arrived before they gave me the visa. Last 2 years, I went to Philippines. I traveled all the way to Qatar. From Qatar, I went to another country, then straight to Philippines. I got to Philippines on arrival. They gave me a visa.
So it's visa on arrival.
Yeah, visa on arrival. Yeah. So we should learn that within ECOWAS ESF, there are some countries. If you go there, the frustration that you go through, my people complain every day. let us do proper. If you go to the EU, you see that, why you see the sticker, they say EU, and it's driving with cargo. They let it go. Then you drive through. Than the kind of frustration that taking cargo here from even to Burkina Faso, the number of checks, customer, police has nothing to do with cargo, they are stopping. Immigration has nothing to do with cargo, they are stopping. Custom, if they will even check, you just need to know that, okay, this certain document. If they give you 5 documents, you needed just 1 document that truly is coming from the port. They have done all the necessary arrangement and they are going, yes, Ali. But they will just park the car. I don't know if they are interested in parking the car and for weeks or for days before. That was why my people were complaining, Kumasi people were complaining that how can you come and clear cargo here? You are going to Kumasi. And the kind of stuff that they will stop you. I don't know, they will go and keep you somewhere. Say we are doing re-examination. I don't know, if not, nothing's there. Then they say you should pay the labor and you should load it again. And the number of days that you keep the car, you have to pay the truck owner, because if the car were here, he was using for business, then custom will go scot-free. How? I can't.
So more when it comes to that, there's more needs to be done.
There's a huge challenge that we need. If you should train your people to know what they want. If they stop them, what to come? It's national security. They are looking for security. Set what they don't want, because national securities are not trained to assess and collect duty for the state. It is custom officers.
Okay.
And that is why I am passionate to appeal to people that if you are the importer, you brought your cargo, tell your agent that, look, this is what I have in my container. This is the cost. These are my documents. Don't go and misdescribe. If it's sardine, say it's sardine. If it's mackerel, say it's mackerel.
And don't underdeclare.
And don't underdeclare to give me problems.
Yeah.
So if we are able to do this, genuine things, then of course we are all got to go. In fact, they will even reduce the risk of opening containers.
Yeah. So Samson, thank you so much for coming through the studio this morning. It's been a lot of education, a lot of insights. So he's the Executive Secretary of the Exporters and Importers Association, Samson Asaki Awingobit. Thank you so much. And there's more coming up. Willie Chambers is up next. Let's find out what's happening with him, when Val says for him later. And he's been doing some monologue challenge as well. He'll be telling us all about that. We'll be back right after this.
I offer you nothing else, and girl, you don't get any issue. Can I go hold you well, and I go do anything that you wish.